Let's get this started.
3, 2.
Welcome, another episode of Let's Get Drunk with B-Rad. I've got a very special show for you today. I have, everyone knows, I don't know if everyone knows, but a lot of bands make beer now. Okay, Metallica, I just went to the Metallica show, they make a beer. Megadeth makes beer, Deftones make beer. Queen makes beer, believe it or not. AC/DC, the Pixies, Behemoth, the real hardcore band, Behemoth. They also make beer, and Sublime makes a beer. Now, I did order some beer off the internet, and just got it today. So, let's go take a peek at what I got, man. I'm starting with Sublime beer. Now, Sublime, I'm getting ahead of myself. Welcome to Let's Get Drunk with B-Rad. If you're going to drink, don't drive. If you're going to drive, don't drink. 22 veterans die a day to PTSD, suicide, and something near and dear to my heart. Reach out to a fellow veteran, friend. It doesn't matter. This is an illness that it could go undiagnosed. So maybe if you show someone that, hey, you're thinking of them, with a simple call, email, whatever, Facebook, just reach out to them. It could save someone's life. Okay, with that being said, let's get on with this. I'm pretty freaking excited about this because I did not get the Deftones beer. But here, let's just take a gander. Megadeth beer. Alright. We got the Behemoth. They've got, this is what theirs looks like. Oh, here, another one I got in the mail. Freaking gosh dang Star Trek. Now I did a what do you call it? I did one on Star Trek. It was a Klingon something. It was a porter. It was really good. Okay, now this came in the mail. It's not real freaking cold, but I'm going to try it anyhow. Sublime teamed up with AleSmith Brewery out of San Diego, California. I guess they teamed up. There is the can. They teamed up with AleSmith. I did do a little research on this. They teamed up with AleSmith. They wanted to do their first Sublime's first album was 40 Ounces to Freedom. Last year, around this time, March 21st of last year, or maybe it was 2017, maybe 2 years ago. I'm sorry about that. Sublime's 40 Ounces to Freedom came out. They wanted to make a beer. They made I guess they made a 40 ounce. They made a 40 ounce beer, and they made a 40 ounce beer, and then they produced, other beer itself. Let's read the back of this. How does SoCal's favorite reggae punk pioneers honor their iconic album 40 Ounces to Freedom? They released their own beer on, of course, in celebration of this. Sublime contracted AleSmith Brewing Company to craft the unique brew as Mexican style lagers, our favorite beer style of the band. AleSmith has brewed a beer that showcases a grainy malt, forward sweetness, and easy drinkability, clean and crisp, with a subdued Mexican lager, or subdued hot bitterness to balance. Makes Sublime Mexican lager the go-to beer for the hot summer days at the beach, your backyard barbecue, or of course before your favorite concert. Cheers. Now, AleSmith Brewing's been around for, I believe, 22 years out of San Diego, California. I guess the band wanted to team up with someone that had a little longevity in the industry, and of course, in the California area, I'm guessing. And, they wanted a Mexican style lager. This is dun, 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 dun. This is not real high in alcohol content. 5.2 alcohol by volume, which for a lager, I guess. Let's get on with the. I dig the black can, and of course, it's got the Sublime sun, and L. Smith's got the little anvil and everything. Man, I like it. I like the way they took attention to detail with this can. So I feel L. Smith did a great job. Did a great job with this can. Let's get on with drinking. Let's see how she pours. Now this probably is a little warm. I had it in the freezer for a couple minutes. I know it's not gonna freaking. It has a nice smell to it. I can smell it already. All right, oh man, it's got a fantastic head on it. You can see it's got a nice clear. You can see me right there. And I don't know. I'm getting a little bit of that maltiness in there, a little hoppiness. It's got a sweet smell, kind of like a grape maybe or something like that. I don't know. I give the head it's a great head. 4.7. The color of it looks freaking fantastic. I give it a 4.5. The can I give it a 5.0. Let's give her a sip. Even though it's warm, this is really clean, and it does have a crisp taste to it. Do taste the malt in it, and it does have a slight sweet taste to it. It's really pretty refreshing. It is a summertime go to the beach beer, or it could be a winter beer, man. Crap, just depends, man. I kind of lean towards the dark beer in the wintertime, the lager, and this is a great Mexican lager. I think Sublime and Ale Smith nailed it. It's clean, it's refreshing, it's a freaking good beer, man. I'm super stoked because a lot of bands produce beer, and I could never get a hold of this in my area, so I had to order it online. Yes, you can order beer offline. The Craft Shack is where I got this, ordered this. They are expensive shit. But most craft beers. What's expensive about this, if you do order from Craft Shack, is it's a $35 minimum, and then their shipping's like $25. So you're gonna run. You're gonna run about $65-$70 with shipping, depending on the size of the box, all that other stuff. Let's get on with it. You find yourself in a bar. You're in sunny San Diego, California. You're sitting down at the bar. You're drinking a Sublime Mexican lager. Some guy comes up to you and says, "Hey, whoa, I can outdrink it. Okay, let me do the work for you. I'm doing it. No one else. Your friend B-Rad. Just remember that." I'm going to chug this, and then we'll give it the chuggability test, because that's something I came up with. It's more than just taste. It's whether it goes down fast and smooth, and you win that bet. Whoa! Man, great flavors in this beer. Like I said, it's clean, it's crisp, it's refreshing. No aftertaste at all. Fucking great beer. Sublime, you guys know how to team up with a winner. L. Smith Breweries, I look forward to hopefully trying some more L. Smith beers. Obviously, they're a heavy hitter, or Sublime wouldn't have done it. Just like Metallica teamed up with Stone, I don't know who Bohemian teamed up with, or I don't know who Dave Mustaine teamed up with his for his beer. And I didn't do a whole lot of research on that. All I know is I've been I've got a little special episode. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to ruin it. but it will be a battle of the bands. Battle of the Bands is what I'm going to have. Battle of the Bands beer. Who does that for you? No other beer show. You know, this is the only beer show that's ever been censored for being way too badass. And just remember, we do not have freedom of speech. All right, we're living in America, yes. America, motherfuckers. Freedom of speech. We don't have it. So be aware. You can be censored at any time. Just be careful with social media. With that being said, this one goes out to our fallen brothers and sisters that sacrificed it all for this country. They gave their lives so we could live here in peace. And of course, always Chesty Puller wherever you are. America, a veteran-owned and operated beer company. Woo! Hey, and it doesn't taste too bad with whiskey. A bourbon. That's another thing. The beer does taste pairs pretty well with the bourbon. I don't know. You might not be a bourbon person, but just kind of my drink of choice at the moment. Never know what I'll be drinking. It could be tequilas next week. I don't know. I just don't know. All right. I want to thank everyone so very much. I want to have a guest. So if you're interested in being a guest, hit me up on my page. Hit me up. If lives in Wichita, Kansas, come on by. We'll have some beers. Remember, the best beer is your beer and free beer. And of course, that beer that freaking you like drinking at the end of the day. And just remember, I'm just driving the truck down the road, hopefully getting you to a destination of maybe a Mexican lager by Sublime. Hopefully, you'll enjoy it. I did. And like I said, this is the thank you part of the program. Thank you, of course, Brad Lance. I'm using the little light, as you can see today. I bought some batteries for it. I was out. Sorry, Brad. But other than that, everything else is working great. I love it. Brother, you did me a favor. I can't thank you enough. And of course, my Marine Corps family, Lynn Johnson, I'm going to give you a shout out because you occasionally watch this. Of course, always Scott Losky, brother. Aeroplanes. God, I need to put that growler in my freaking car and just head on up there. All right. God dang, what's wrong with me? So, I have Saturday off. That might be something. All right, Aeroplanes, Casey Patch, Chris Nicholson, Chris Schmidt, Ricardo Castro, David Aslan, Gregory Finch, Diaz, Ruiz, Reyes, Lawson, Schroeder, Locke. Gosh, so many brothers that I miss you guys very much, and I hope sometime we can all get together and have a beer. You know, beer, I believe, brings people together. There ain't nothing like sitting down and bullshitting and having a good time with everybody. So, thank you guys very much, and thank you all my regular friends and family, my cousin, Balake, Dusty Lanes, Mark Williams, brother, John Sanders, thank you. Anybody else out there, thank you guys very much. It's just one veteran.
As always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.
And hopefully,
thank you.
That truck that I'm driving down the road gets you to your destination of a delicious beer. Thank you guys very much. Hoorah!